In today's programme, we're going to be raising your pulse rate with 3 new games. We've got a review of ATP Tennis on the Mega Drive, and previews of Action Soccer on PC CD ROM, and the new PC golf sim, Scottish Open Virtual Golf.
4.
Steve, I saw that and it was at least 18. What are you doing?
Just dusting the cobwebs off that last joke.
How thoughtful. But first, our main game preview. It's Action Soccer on PC CD ROM.
A team completely reshuffled by its new coach, Jonathan.
Yes. Forget FIFA Soccer and kick-off. In the fun stakes, you can't get much crazier than this. It takes all the best aspects of more traditional footy games and has a right good laugh with them. You can pick from 16 wacky teams, including the diving dolphins, nagging horses and swift camels, and enter into one of 3 Football Cup matches. Each team has its own stats which influence your decision, and there are speed skills to take into account, as well as dribbling, heading and strength on the ball. But it's once you've made that vital selection that the fun really begins. Your team can play in driving rain, snow, sunshine or even at night. All the usual footy moves are there too, with passing, shooting, little flick-ons and some great animation. Now Steve, I can't say I've played that many PC soccer sims, but I do prefer to lounge back on a console, you know, with a footy sim on a console. But it's nice to see they're not taking this one too seriously.
No, there's not many PC soccer games around, actually. And this one's really amusing. The commentary is supplied by 2 people. One of them's John Stapleton. He's quite a famous Sky Sports commentator. And the comments they come out with are really wacky.
The supporters are trembling in the stands. This is a very threatening set piece.
Well, it definitely looks like one to look out for then.
Yeah, it's great fun and really easy to play, and I'll definitely be glued to my PC for this one. OK, Violet, it's time for my Las Vegas video, and you promised you'd give me a good intro.
Did I?
Yep, no jokes.
No jokes?
No snidey remarks.
No snidey remarks.
Just give it the best shot you've got.
Okay, fair enough. OK, I'll show you how a professional does it.
Good.
Watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Un Film de Steve Keen, presented in Steve-O-Vision with the Keeny surround sound, produced, directed and starring Steve Keen. Yes, folks, it is the moment you have all been waiting for. It is Steve's holiday video at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas.
Last year I only saw 2 new consoles being launched in Britain, Atari's Jaguar and 3DO. Today at the CES, I'm going to see how they're measuring up. Atari's Jaguar was the world's first 64-bit console. It was brought out last year, but decent software is only just emerging for it, and it's all leaning heavily on the 3D side at the moment. One star was Iron Soldier, a polygon-based shoot-'em-up in the Battletech mold. But most interesting was Jaguar's own version of a virtual fighting combat game. Fight for Life was only one of 4 new beat-'em-ups on display at the stand, but was easily the best. It's more or less a Virtua Fighter clone, sporting 3-dimensional fighters battling on top of a square ring. Knock 'em down or knock 'em out, that's the way to win in this game. 3DO also had a fantastic show with a bucket load of new products. Killing Time was a shameless cash-in on Doom's success and managed to be even more gory. But the 3DO is proving to be a true multimedia workhorse, with products like Slopestyle, an interactive tutorial that teaches you how to snowboard. Gnarly. Best of the bunch for me was a fantastic battle blaster called Return Fire, and there'll be more on this great game later in the series.
Don't worry, Steve, those reports are getting a lot better. I almost learned something from that one, you know.
Well, it's a pity you weren't there then, Violet. Now it's time for the Bad Level 10 cheat slot.
I'm out of here.
Now, pens that are ready, cheaters. This one's for Mortal Kombat II on the Amiga. On the options screen, press A, followed by the rest of the alphabet in any order. Diagnostics will appear under Done, which will allow you to control every aspect of the game. And a big thanks to Michael Evans, age 10 from Hatfield, who sent in that cheat.
Now, from time to time on Bad Level 10, we're going to be going behind the scenes to see how some of the more innovative games are actually made. Our first report is on the giant strides being made by one company in the area of digitised video.
It's interactive.
It's all totally real. No cartoon characters,
Instead of computer graphics, digital pictures use live action sequences, especially shot and then digitised into the computer. In the case of Supreme Warrior, this meant shooting on a scale similar to that of a major motion picture.
Remember, Bang 2 will cut out our heart.
So that the camera could get in close to the action, the crew surrounded it in a special protective case. This even allowed the actors to strike the camera.
Welcome to hell, sucker!
Corpse Killer uses digital video to make the zombies more realistic. Digital pictures are also using this technique to make comedy games. This one, Kids on Site, gives you control over a building site where everything goes wrong.
We're having some fun, baby!
As the technology gets better, you can be sure that digital video will be making games go off with a bang. Yes! If, like me, you'd rather not get cold and wet on some desolate stretch of Scottish coastline, prefer to play a round of golf in the comfort of your own home, then you might be rather interested in our next preview. It's Scottish Open Virtual Golf on the PC. For years, PGA Tour golf has been the undisputed king of the golfing world, but at last there's some serious competition. Scottish Open is due to be released on 32X, Saturn and PC. It's been designed with pure fun in mind, rather than a straight simulation, so you don't have to wade through tons of menus and clubhouses picking the right pieces of kit. It's all at your fingertips from the off, so all you've got to do is get out there on the course. The only choices you have to make are which one of the 4 courses you want to play on, and which competition you want to take part in. Now, Steve, this has got to be good to drag people away from PGA golf, and its chances look quite good, actually, don't they?
Yeah, all the graphics are drawn in 3D. It's very smooth, and although it's not the most realistic golfing game, the graphics are just right for an arcade version.
Yeah, it's quite fun the way the balls get kind of splashed into lakes and get caught up trees and so forth.
Yeah, there's a great attention to detail. They get balls dive into streams, they get caught in bunkers, they go flying off into the rough. If you don't select the power of your shot and your aim perfectly, you'll come a cropper a lot.
The scrolling was very impressive, I thought, during play.
Yeah, and you can choose between 1 of 5 different camera angles to watch your shot. After you've hit the ball, the camera will automatically switch to follow the ball down the course from behind, or pan around as it lands, or even cut from behind as it flies through the air.
Well, I'm really looking forward to this one. How about you?
Yeah, it takes all the elements of a brilliant golf game and makes them immediately accessible. It's just great.
For our third and final game, which for a change is a review. It's ATP Tennis on the Mega Drive. If you've ever watched Wimbledon and thought, top spin lobs, easy, well, here's your chance. ATP Tour lets you control any one of 32 world-class tennis champions from around the globe. Just about every great tennis player that's ever lived is included in the game. You can take to the courts with modern-day heroes like Stefan Edberg and John McEnroe, or turn the clock back with old pros like Rod Laver. But if you don't want to step into anyone else's shoes, you can create a champion from scratch. The programme lets you choose between left-handed and right-handed players and select different forehand and backhand styles and the power of his play. I went for the newest character I could, world #1 Pete Sampras, while Steve created Dimmy Donners. So, was that a low-budget version of Jimmy Connors then, Steve?
Yeah, it was, and I reckon with my man Dimmy, we could go all the way to the top.
How?
Well, the best thing about this game is if you want to get to the top, you've got to create your own character. And when you're creating your character, you have to mould him exactly to the right specifications. You get 10 points at the beginning of the game, which you have to allocate to certain skills, like backhand, power of service, and ball control. And if you make a mistake at the beginning when you allocate those points, your bid for glory will be short-lived.
There's quite a few options here, as you always get in sports games, aren't there?
Yeah, loads of different court surfaces, different tours to go on, and lots of cups. There's nothing really new there, though.
Yeah, personally, I think I'll be hanging on maybe a bit more for Sampras 95. That's your lot for today, but don't forget to watch Bad Little 10 next time for 3 new games which are in the shops.
We'll be taking a look at the very Japanese and totally bizarre-looking Kyo Flying Squadron.
There's also a new Smurf game and cartoon capers with asterisks. See you then.
See ya.